morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful day with the Lightning Talk. My name is Sohini, and I am the CEO and founder at Koantek. We are a Databricks SI partner, and very, very happy to be partnered with Databricks. And I have my partner in crime today. Stephen, did you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Stephen Teeple. I'm the Senior Director of Data at Penn Foster Group. And I'm just really excited to be here with all of you guys.
Awesome. So Stephen, tell us a little bit about Penn Foster.
Well, Penn Foster is very new to the education space. We were founded in 1890 as a correspondence school. So as you can imagine, we've been around for a while. And to watch that progression, well, obviously I'm not 130 years old, but the progression from a true correspondence school into what it is today. Penn Foster is a mission-based organization. Our job is to get people better jobs. And that's really the core of us. We're a very large institution. Our scale is huge. So we enroll about 200,000 people every year. Last year, we graduated over 73,000 students from our various programs, whether that be high school or other middle skilled programs like veterinary tech, medical coding and billing. It's really a fantastic organization. And then we also, through another division, did about 23,000 recertifications to allow people like EMTs to continue doing the things they need to do for us.
Well, you're really mission driven, and you're helping a lot of people, reskill and upskill and constantly upgrade to do their jobs right. So tell us more on what the decisions were to go the Databricks route.
Well, so when I came in to Penn Foster, we had this a highly accurate and SQL Server based data warehouse, but really it was starting to show its age. We knew that we needed to move into a platform that could tightly integrate with machine learning, that could scale to streaming data. And really, we didn't have the capabilities in that platform. So after we looked at several platforms, we landed on Databricks. And we've been moving forward with that. And it's really given us everything that we wanted out of that platform. We've been able to really start working at the Lakehouse architecture, bringing in our machine learning through ML Flow. It's just been a fantastic journey for us.
Awesome. So what I heard is streaming and ML Flow. This is our day-to-day, right? Tell us more about how the business really leveraged all of these new age technologies, and how did you guys move forward?
Yeah. Well, I mean, first on the streaming technology, we were able to start being able to take real-time actions based on data coming in. But really the power of what the platform has given us is our machine learning. We developed a platform on top of ML Flow. We call it Ultron. So now as new leads are coming in, we're going through all the privacy checks. Then we append data from a third party. And each new lead is getting run through 1 to 7 models, depending on the type of lead that it is. And we're going through that entire process and persisting those scores within seconds of that lead coming in. And then those scores are now available not just to our marketing platforms, where we can put customized marketing messages out for our potential learners, but also our student support and customer service advocates. If they call in, those scores come up on their screen, and they're able to see and help people make the decisions on the right programs and the right types of payment plans they would like to enter into.
So you're telling us that in the high-tech education space, you've actually taken the route of machine learning to kind of impact your business, and your business has shifted to the machine learning models to help you make decisions and help your marketing teams. And yes,
100%. And it's really become that full circle where it is the core of how we look at Penn Foster and how we improve our business is by being truly data-driven, machine learning, and I'm excited for all the places that we're going to be going with that. So it's been huge for us.
This is fantastic use case, as we call it, but it's a real use case, and you're happy you're already doing it. Tell us, audience, more on how our partnership helped enable all of this. We'd like to hear from you.
Yes. Well, again, fantastic partnership. And When we started this project, we had a small but mighty data team, but we knew this level of project, we were not going to have the resources in order to complete that project. And that's when we partnered with you. You came in first with our migration from SQL Server into Databricks, and it was a fantastic group there. But then, as you know, we merged with Keras, and we got an entirely new tech stack to add on top of that. So now we had an AWS, we're Azure. It was all Airflow and Snowflake based. And again, we were in that same boat that we knew we needed to bring that data into Databricks to make it available to all of our machine learning. And you were great partners in helping us get that one over the finish line as well. So now we have all of that data in one unified platform.
So to sum it up, if I were to say, in the instance of a merger involving multi-cloud platforms and multi-cloud data warehouses and technology, you found it easy to work with Databricks and a partner to kind of move everything over to Databricks seamlessly to allow you to do machine learning and generative AI.
Absolutely.
Yes. I said generative AI because we are partners with Penn Foster and we know what's in the landscape. But tell us more about generative AI. I know you said the ML and ML solutions, but our audience would love to know what you're doing. Very cool things you're doing in Gen AI.
Well, I mean, the thing is what we talked about is we built that foundation that allows us to actually implement that technology. We wouldn't have been able to do it in our legacy environments. And so at Penn Foster, we currently have an AI-based chatbot, so as new leads come in, but we have some pretty exciting POCs that we're working on. One is working on writing feedback so that a lot of our learners, they can submit things 2 to 5 times. And what we want to do is reduce that friction and allow our learners to get live writing feedback. And that's a win-win for the organization because one, we're not grading papers 5 times, but it's also reduces frustration from the learner. Because I mean, I don't know, if I put myself in that shoe and I was getting the same paper returned to me multiple times, I would much rather have an agent help me. And obviously we're not going to give them the answer, but it would help them make the proper submissions. The other place that's really exciting in the way EdTech is going is we are moving towards competency and skills-based education. And with that, we are building a whole new content model that will allow us to improve our students. We've actually had really great success with our initial rollouts. But where we see Gen AI coming into that is for that content development. So we can build the scaffolds and use generative AI to start building the blocks of content. And what we're hoping, we can dramatically reduce the time it takes, because right now it takes one person about 4 months to build a course, and we can dramatically shorten that. Now, obviously, we're not going to just let the machine run wild, and there will be human. Yes, there will be human verification of that. But what that also does is puts us on a path towards truly personalized education. And that would be the most amazing thing, is that each student is getting their own custom learning experience that is tailored to their way to move through the program.
And what does that do in your mind to the students? Does it make it does it make it simple for them to adopt to a learning path?
Well, that would be actually the greatest thing, is they wouldn't even know they're on a path, that we're building that path as they're coming through. And again, we're several years from being at that level, but that's the goal, is that a learner would come in, and as with the Databricks platform, as we're bringing all their behavioral data, how they're working on the system, what are they doing, where are the friction points, what can we do, we can tailor that learning experience to allow them to progress. And it would just be natural, whether you're, a rock star flying through the program or somebody who needs a little bit of assistance, we would have that availability for them.
Fantastic. Yeah. I think it's a big win for the tech space itself. Tell me what's next in your roadmap for your journey along building an effective foundational platform to enable all of this cool innovation in your space.
Well, I mean, so I'm a member of the AI Council at Penn Foster, and we've gone in there with the mindset that AI is not something scary or something to be befriending. It's not a barrier. It really is going to be at the foundation of what we do at Penn Foster.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a place where we know we need to move forward and continue. But as the AI Council, we've brought business leaders from all aspects of our business, including legal counsel, because whatever we do, we need to do it in a morally ethical and compliant manner.
Mm-hmm.
So we really have that deep foundation around the best ways to apply Gen AI to an educational background.
And does governance play a role in that?
It absolutely does, and that's where Unity Catalog comes in. Which when we started this journey to Databricks, we were one of the private previews of Unity Catalog. And unfortunately, it wasn't working so well in private preview, but through time, it's gotten there. Now we're going to be hopefully partnering with you on a Unity Catalog implementation, and really that'll become the core foundation for all of these other projects that we're doing. It'll dramatically speed our deployment of machine learning models, being able to be that governance layer across our AI initiatives, and make sure that, again, we're doing it in a compliant manner. We're not going off the rails.
It is fantastic to see our partnerships in Databricks, right? Like we started with helping enable a data platform with a SQL Server migration. And due to the merger, we enabled a Snowflake migration and with multi-cloud approach. And then now we are partners in Unity Catalog. And then, of course, we want to be partners with you on your Gen AI initiatives and your machine learning initiatives. With all of this in place, tell us you've built a thorough platform. What's the size of your team? What are the skills that your team has kind of transitioned into to kind of support these?
Yeah, so I mean, right now we have 7 data engineers. We have an additional 3 data specialists who help us with our Tableau and business objects implementations. And we have a fantastic project manager. She keeps me in line, which is what I need every day. Otherwise I'm going to go crazy on everything that I want to do. So it's a small team, and if you think about the scale and the number of students we have, it's where we need to sometimes bring in partners to bring that group up.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Have you been partners or advisors or both in this?
That was kind of the great thing with us, is that it really was a true partnership. It was not, we didn't bring you in and say, here, go do this. But it was also how we can work together. And everybody we worked with on the team, they seemed so linked to our success. They knew that our success was your success and vice versa. It's the same relationship we have with our learners. If they succeed, we succeed. And I see that in Koantek with us as well, of that partnership. And those teams were embedded within our teams, and they really understood. And it was great to have people who could say, hey, I know this is the design structure you're going for, but have you considered this? And it was a partnership, not a dictatorship.
We don't want dictatorship, right? We are in it for the long game to help you uncover additional use cases, to set up the platform right, to make sure your migrations are successful. And then what are the migrations doing? Help you unlock additional benefits for the business. We are not here just to set up the basic data platform. Thank you, Stephen. You've been a wonderful partner to work with. Tell us what's next for your industry.
Well, I started mentioning about it on competency and skills-based education. Really, we see education moving towards targeting skills. So it's no longer about, do I get the piece of paper? That's still important. But we really want the learners to be involved and have an understanding of, when I complete this level of work, what is it I can do that I couldn't do before? And what is that I can show to employers to say, I now know how to do this? And how do we link that to the skills required for a job? I really think education as a whole is going to be moving that way. And I think Penn Foster is uniquely positioned with our scale and and our learners. We really have an opportunity there to completely move around. And like I said, we've already been doing some of that with some of our vet tech programs with incredible success.
Fantastic. Can you tell us examples of what the feedback is from your student community, from your practitioner community?
The feedback from our learners have been fantastic. We get, our chief learning officer will send out, snippets of feedback, and it's really heartwarming to see, the feedback of people who come through these programs, and we really have transformed their lives. They have the jobs that they wanted to, and that the feedback on the new programs that we're going, a lot less friction, a lot more progression. It's been fantastic.
Awesome. With all of your 130-year-old history, you still are ahead of the game, ahead of the curve, ahead of using the data platforms to kind of move into machine learning and Gen AI and all of these solutions. Stephen, this was fantastic partnership. Thank you so much. And thank you for taking the time to come to our lightning talk and educate all of us along the journey of high-tech education.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.